Congratulations, you just purchased a 2026 SEL Santa Fe. You're gonna enjoy this vehicle, third row vehicle, beautiful body style. They did a great job with this. So we're gonna get right into it, all right? So let's start with the key fob. Here's your key fob. You have your lock, your unlock, your remote start, your alarm, and then your trunk button right here, okay? So remote start, it's lock and then hold. 1, 2, 3. Hold, turn on. It's saying hi. So at nighttime, these are very bright. I love the fact that they have these. When you have your turn signal, you can definitely know that you're gonna make that turn, okay? It's gonna be a keyless entry, so hand behind here, it unlocks. And then if I press my hand here, my finger right there, and that little square, it locks up, and then I can open the door. And then back here, back to open, okay? I have all my windows and child locks right here. So front windows, back windows, child lock, lock, unlock, and then left side, and then the right side, and then I can move from here, okay? For your seats, you got forward, you got backwards, you can go up, you can go down, you can lean back more or lean forward, and then this is your lumbar support right here, okay? If you want to adjust the steering wheel, it's going to be right here. You can move it away from you or closer to you, and then once you're done, just put it back. E-brake, brightness of your screen, your trunk, and then traction control. So if I hold that, trunk opens up. Now, if this is gas, you're gonna have a spare tire. If you do not have gas in this hybrid, you're gonna have a fix a flat kit, all right? This is the button you press where you can bring it down, or the inside, or you hold on to this button and it'll also close. And there's also a little soft spot right here that you can press to unlock it as well. All right, so now we're over here. Now this is the SEL, so the SEL has one charger port, and this is not a charger, as you can see. This is just a holder, charger, so when you're not charging your phone, just place it here, because it will start overheating if you leave it charging when it's not supposed to be charging, okay? You have your plugs right here, USB-C, all right? You have the orange one, and then you have the white one. The white one just charges your car faster. I mean, not your car, I'm sorry. The white one charges your phone faster, and then if you hit it for yellow, this is gonna be for your CarPlay, okay? You have your auto hold. So auto hold is very neat. So if I press it, that right there says auto hold, as you can see. So what that means is if I put it on drive, I'm on park, now I'm on drive. You see here I turn green, now it's green. My foot's on the brake, now I'm gonna let go of my brake. Boom. I'm still on drive, as you can see, D, and my auto hold is on, and I'm put. All right, all you have to do is press on the gas. It'll start moving forward. And then if I press on the gas and it turns green again, I'm back at that standing point. Zoom in, there you go. So that's that. Put it in reverse. Sensors. All right, so we talked about that. These are your drive modes. You can change it as you're driving. You have normal, sport, and my drive. You have your A off, so your car shuts off and turns back on. You let go of the brake. If you don't like that feature, if you press this, when this is on, now when this light turns on, just know the car will not shut off anymore, okay? You will have to do this every time you get in the car, okay? This is your hill assist. And then over here, it's gonna be your parking camera. So you can put it in reverse and it'll appear. Or you could just press the P and it'll appear. You press the P again, and it disappears. This light on is your parking sensors, so make sure this light's always on, all right? You have front sensors and back sensors. And you have your climate control, okay? You have your heated seats, 3 different levels. Your off, shut everything completely off. If I hit the AC and the blue light comes on, that lets me know the air conditioning is gonna start coming out. If I press it again, the heat's gonna come out. Little fan, high fan. Recycle the air you already got going through. Front windshield, back windshield. This one is the direction of the fan. As you can see, as you press it, it changes. And then the heated seats for the other one, okay? Now keep in mind, it's dual climate control, so they're different. If you want them to be the same, where it says sync, just press it, the light will turn on, and now they're both the same. You have your home. This is your home page. You have your maps. Your maps will be from your Apple CarPlay, so once you connect it, you click maps, it will appear. Your search, all right? So be contacts, media, whatever you want to search up. Media is going to be your radio station, your FM, your AM, your Sirius XM. Seek track, which is the same thing as this. This is the custom button star. See how it's unfilled? And then the setup, which is like your general. Press it. This is like all your general stuff that you need. This is what's important about the screen. Everything else is not as important. So I'm back on my home screen. So up here at the top left, if you click that, this is where you click your profile. So you can create a user profile or use the guest. You have two options, driver 1, driver 2. And then once you do that, it'll allow you to set it up. Okay, type in the name, complete, language, all that stuff. All right, let's talk about the screen now. So this is your home screen, as we talked about. All right, look, home. This is the home screen. You have your phone, which will go to your contacts and everything. Phone projection, which is your CarPlay, Android CarPlay. Valet mode, if you're giving your car to somebody, if you put it on valet mode, they're not able to change none of your settings. And then your setup, which is the same thing as this. So you have service maintenance, notifications, online manual, and you have your setup, which setup is the same thing as this. Let's talk about setup because that is an important one. So for setup, this is your setup screen. So I would say 60% of these are important. So if I click on vehicle, driver assistance will be your safety features, what it is and what it does. You can shut it on and off. Your drive mode, which is the same thing as this. All right, climate control, which is right here. Your lights, which you can handle up here as well. All your lights buttons right here. The door, so the door, you can either have it automatically lock when you shift it. Digital key, you have to do that through Blue Link. You're able to use your phone to get into your car and start your car. And we have convenience as well. So let's go to driver assistance. Driver assistance, these are your safety features all right here. So if I press this, it'll tell me what it is, what it does, and then I can shut it off and on. So that's that feature right there. Again, you can click on any one, it's gonna do the same thing, tell you a safety feature, and if you want it or not, you can shut it on and off. All right, so for drive mode, you're able to do some kind of adjustment to it. So if you leave it on smart mode, obviously it's gonna select the drive mode based on your driving characteristics. All right, for your steering, you can have a normal steering wheel, you can have a sport steering wheel, which is a little bit tighter. Lights, I like to do 5 flashes. Door is an important one, in my opinion. Important, but it is important to know this feature right here. So where it says smart liftgate, it says opens up the liftgate automatically when approaching the liftgate with the smart key. So if you want the liftgate to open up by itself, you'll have that on. Now when you go behind the trunk, it'll beep at you. If you stay there, it'll beep at you again and it'll open up. If you don't want it to open up, just pass by it, ignore the beeping, and then it won't open up anymore, okay? Whatever, just delete that. Digital key, once you set it up with Blue Link, we're able to use your phone to turn your car on and off. So we got sound. So this is where you go to position your music. If you want bass, if you want the music more back, more up, there's your tone, mid-range, bass, all that good stuff. And you have your driver assistance. So this is for your warning. So if you want the noise to be louder, you'll go to sound, and then you go to driver assistance on the sound column. And you can make it louder, medium, turn it off, whatever you want from there, okay? Now this is another one you have to pay attention to. It turns off the audible warning used for the lane safety feature if both the audible warning sound and the haptic warning are on. So look, with this on, it's only gonna vibrate because the vibration is on, all right? If you want it to make a noise, if you hit this button, guess what? Now it's gonna make a noise, okay? Device connections, which is your Bluetooth, everything you have on, you'll press add, and then you can add a phone. User profile, this is where you go to change your profiles. Screen layout, display, and cluster are the same thing. It gives you a way to kind of customize your screen a little bit, play with the lights, you're able to change a couple colors. Buttons are custom buttons. So there's 3 of them. So up here you have an unfilled start, a filled start, and the mode button. So let's look for those. You have the mode button here. You have the filled start here, and you have the unfilled start right here. So when you press each one of those, you can click on one of these right here, okay? These are custom buttons, so you can use one for the radio, you can use another one to reject a phone call, another one for a privacy mode, another for quiet mode. So just pick what you're gonna use the button for, what you use it most frequently, and then you can just have it like that. So if I press mode, I want, let's just say I want FM to play, right? So if I press mode, my FM starts to play right there. See how I went to FM? So that's the buttons right there. Plus the blue link. Of course, you have to connect the blue link. Also, this is your roadside assistance button for blue link. And then general is where you go to change your time, update your screen, change the language. You just scroll down to date and time. Scroll down where it says daylight savings. If you press it, it changes. Press it again, goes right back. That's one way to do it. Another way is if you click on the time, same screen. So there's 2 ways to get to that screen right there, okay? Going on to the steering wheel. These are your buttons right here. Older cars, it's just flipped over, okay? If you have an older car. So we have your cruise control. You have your adaptive cruise control, which lets you pick your distance, 4, 3, 2, or 1. This is how you change the miles per hour. Plus is faster, minus is slower. If you press the middle, it'll stop, so you don't have to press on the brake. And if you press it again, it'll go right back to what you picked. This paper looking button just changes the middle. And if you look to the right hand side of the middle, you'll see some bulletins. And when you see the bulletins, that means you can scroll down. Okay? This button right here is for your lane assist. So if I press it, it's right there at the bottom. It's the steering wheel. There it goes, disappearing, and there it goes again. When you turn off your car and get back in, you're gonna have to turn it back on, okay? Custom button. This is your Siri once you connect your Apple CarPlay. This is your volume up and down. This is how you change your tracks. And this is how you pick up and hang up a phone call. Here's all your stuff for your back windshield, right here. Front windshield, it's right here. Auto high beams, there it is right there. See how it says point that way? You just have to flick it that way. So, and then up there you have the auto, okay? And then also you have your auto daytime running lights. You want to keep it right there at all times as well. Back here, they're just paddle shifters, plus and minus. It's like the 6-shift car, downshift, or shift up. And then over here is your new shifter. So foot on brake, like anything else, it's just twist knob. So I'm just twisting all the way up. You're not gonna break it, so you can go all the way back. Drive, twist all the way down, it's reverse. Half a click is neutral. And the P right here at the end is park. You have your SOS 911, roadside assistance right there. There's that. All the lights turned on. And if I open the doors, all the lights will turn on. Okay, those are your indicators right there. Here's your light right here. I like the fact that they give you the choice to shut it on or off. That's pretty cool.